Hello class, and today we're reviewing decimal place value. Now, at the beginning of the year, in third grade actually, you learned about these place values, and it started with the ones place on the right hand side of your screen. Then it went tens and hundreds. Then you went to the thousands, and it went in the same pattern. It went tens, thousands, hundred thousands. And then it went to the millions, and again, it went to the same pattern, 1 millions, 10 millions, 100 millions. So you went in a pattern from ones, tens, hundreds, ones, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, 1 millions, 10 millions, 100 millions. And then if this continued, which it doesn't, it would go to billions, and it would go to 1 billion, it would go to 10 billion, and 100 billion. And then it would go to trillions, 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion. Okay, and it goes on and on and on. Okay, but when you go to the other side, you have this thing called the decimal point. And that is right here. Okay, it's the decimal point. And then on the other side, it starts off with the tenths. Okay, remember, the tenths are not the same as the tens. The tens are here, the tenths are here. They're on the right side of the decimal. And then we went to the hundredths. The hundredths. Notice there's a THS at the end of it. Okay? And those are the two place values that you have to know as a fourth grader, tenths and hundredths. Okay? And we learned about those earlier in the year, and we're going to look at them a little more this week. Okay? And remember, I said the tenths were like dimes, because if you have 10 dimes, it equals $1. And the hundredths were like, remember what coin I said? Yeah, they were like pennies. So if you have 100 of the pennies, that equals $1. Okay? So class, I hope this helps you a little better understand tenths and hundredths. And we learned about this already this year. This is just a review. When we're reading a number, okay, when we're reading a number and say you have a number like this, decimal point, okay, when you're reading that number, now I wrote each digit underneath the place value, so you read it just the same as the place value says. So 1,538. Now, when you say the decimal point, you say and 36, and you call it hundredths. Do you remember why you use the hundredths instead of the tenths? It's whatever the number ends in. If it ends on a hundredth, you call it hundredths. If there is no hundredths there and it ends on tenths, then you would call it tenths. So it's whatever the number ends in. If it ends in hundredths, you call it hundredths. If it ends in tenths, you call it tenths. Okay? Hopefully this helps you, class, and I hope you understand a little bit more about place value and decimal place value. And I hope you embrace learning about the tenths and hundredths, okay? And can be successful in your learning this week, all right? As we deal in more word problems with money. All right, guys, have a good day of learning, and bye for now.